So I pulled out my desk chair to film this video. Hi, welcome to my November wrap up. And I almost sat on a keyboard. So my husband got a new keyboard and this one was on my chair. So I guess this is mine now. Hashtag living with a tech nerd. Thank you. So I'm just going to start with my least favorite book this time. Normally I go in the order that I read them, but this time I'm going to start with my least favorite book and work my way up to my favorite. And so the first book I'm going to talk about is Once Upon a Dream by Liz Braswell. It is a Disney twisted tale, and it's a retelling of Sleeping Beauty. I gave it 1 star. I hated it. And I mean, I really don't have much to say about it. The tagline is something like, what if Sleeping Beauty never woke up? Spoiler alert, sort of. Not that I suggest you read this book. That is a misleading tagline. So, it started off weak. It was very confusing. And then by the end of the book, I was just like, this is not what I went into this book for and expecting, but not in a good way. So that's all I'm going to say about that book. So then the 4 books that I was saying are from the same series. They were all 4-star reads for me, and they were the next 4 installments in the Cupcake Bakery Mystery series that I was listening to on audio all month long. And those were, sorry, I have like my Goodreads up here so that I can remember the names of all of them. So those were Death by the Dozen, Red Velvet Revenge, Going Going Ganache, and Sugar and Iced, which are books 3 through 6 in the Cupcake Bakery Mystery Series by Jen McKinley. I gave them all 4 stars. I really enjoyed all of them. I'm not really going to go into synopses because I don't remember what each one was about, but they were all solid. And I do recommend this series if you like cozy mysteries. It follows Mel, Angie, and Tate, and they own a cupcake shop called Fairy Tale Cupcakes in Scottsdale, Arizona, and yeah, a lot of people get murdered around them, so it makes for good stories. Yeah, I really enjoy this series. Obviously, I listened to book 7 out of order in October, so I'm 7 books into it. I think the 12th book just came out, so I am taking a break from it, but I do recommend it. It's a really good series if you like cozy mysteries and especially if you like baking and cupcakes. I've actually gotten some ideas from them for different kind of cupcake flavors, so I'm really enjoying this series, and I am going to continue it. I don't know if I'm going to continue it in December. I'm kind of taking a little break so I don't completely burn out on it, but I am planning on continuing the series, finishing all the books that are out. Like I said, I recommend it. I give them all 4 stars. The last book, the only book I physically own, was my favorite of the month. I already made a video about it, so I'm not going to go into too much detail because I already talked about it in my vlogs. I made a dedicated video, but that is Dark Matter. This was a 5-star read for me. I absolutely loved it, and if you are into science fiction, I recommend you read it. If you want to know why I recommend everybody reads this book, you should go check out my video. I will link it up above, whichever side it is, if I remember when I'm uploading this video. That seems kind of sad, like, oh, you listened to 5 audiobooks and read 1 book. Yeah, I went into a reading slump because I then picked up Come the Morning by Shannon Drake. Yeah, and then I put it immediately down. And then I picked up A Bad Bride's Tale by Polly Williams, and I put it down. And that was it for the month of November. I went into a little bit of a reading slump the last couple weeks. And then I started listening to Republic of Thieves, which I got about 75% of the way through. I'm going to include it in my December wrap up because I didn't finish it yet, obviously. But yeah, that took me right out of it. And I've already almost finished 2 things this month. So fingers crossed December will be a much better reading month for me. I have a very ambitious TBR going, but I think I can do it. I think I'm going to be okay. So, yeah, goodbye to these 2 books. They're going back to the library. This one was supposed to be for a video, but as of right now, I am putting that video on hold because if I can't read the book, I can't make the video. So these are going back to the library. The other book I got out, I didn't even start. That's going back to the library. And hopefully next time I go to the library, I will have better luck finding something that I actually want to read. these are some of the books I read and attempted to read in December, as well as all the audiobooks that I talked about. That is it for this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!